My lovelies, we are walking together through the grapevine where we talk about wine and I give you some simple and accessible pairings. Today, I want to put you on to something super special, super comforting, and good for any time. Today, I'm pairing a Chardonnay with macaroni and cheese. Today, I'm going to share with you something that is budget friendly. So my wine today is $130. It shouldn't go past $140, and it's mac and cheese, macaroni, cheese, and as always, I'm saying do the mac and cheese the way you like it. So today, I'm doing a Chardonnay by Yellowtail. And I remember when Yellowtail hit the market, it was a big boom. And if you Google how they came about with the whole production and everything, you'd be really impressed. So of course, we are reading our labels so that we can have an idea what the experience would be like when we get into this wine. So this is 2022, crafted by the Casella family, and I apologize if I didn't pronounce that correctly. And this is an Australia wine, and of course they have their cute little kangaroo at the front. Okay, so the experience that we're expecting is a rich and vibrant with fresh peach and melon flavors with a hint of vanilla. I keep telling you all that this vanilla thing, there's something there. It's in everything. So the Casella family has been crafting wines for generations. The same family traditions and passion carry on today through Yellowtail. Great tasting Australian wine that brings a smile to everyone's lip. I feel like if you know how we say in Trinidad, like somebody tracking you, like flirting with you. Every time I read a wine label, I feel like somebody is flirting with me. So let's get into this. Now, something to pay attention to is the climate that a wine is produced in will determine the acidity, sometimes the body and the texture of the wine. So that is something that you can take note of and keep in mind, right? So let's pour some wine. So as always, it's a glass for me and a glass for you. Now, this Chardonnay is 13% alcohol. Always pay attention to the alcohol content in your wine so you know how much you can tolerate and be safe. Now, already, even from here, I am getting some really nice lemon notes and some peach. And of course, we're trying to get the aroma to enhance our experience and get familiar with all the different types of wines that we are having on this journey. So, this is very fresh, very citrusy. I think this is an excellent day wine. Is that a thing? Is day wine really a thing? I would have it in the day because it feels so refreshing. And of course, I've chilled my white wine. Yes? I am getting some very peachy notes as mentioned on the label. So they were honest about that part. Yes, I'm getting some of that melon. I'm not really getting a high taste in the vanilla, but that's okay. This is very tasty. It's not too acidic. I really like that. Something to note about pairing Chardonnays is that you really want that creamy texture in whatever you're pairing it with. So creamy pasta, creamy cheeses. So macaroni and cheese is the way to go. So I'm going to jump into the kitchen really quickly and make my mac and cheese because who wants to eat mac and cheese after it's been sitting? So my recommendation when you're doing this is simply to have your wine chilled and just about when you're ready to have this experience, whip up your mac and cheese. So let me jump in the kitchen and get that done. Now, I know we are not in the kitchen today. We're taking a break from the kitchen to drink wine, but I just wanted to share this quick tip with you. If you plan to do this, say, for dinner, you can boil your pasta ahead of time. So like the night before or the morning of. That way, it really only takes you but 5 minutes to get your macaroni and cheese together. That's all I'm going to say about that. So people say they eat with their eyes, and I would say my mac and cheese looking real nice, but I also eat with my nose, the way things smell. And if you smell your wine and you smell your macaroni and cheese, and of course you choose whatever cheese you like, the creamier the better, then that is also really encouraging and appetizing as well. So I'm going to revisit my taste of wine. And I'm really enjoying those peach notes in there. Now I'm going to get into my mac and cheese. Now my mac and cheese have a little Parmesan on top. And I used 2 types of creamy cheese to make mine. So let's see. So think about how peach is kind of sweet and kind of tart, and then think about how salty and creamy cheese is. Those are the textures, those are the flavors. And not to be biased or anything, but this is really good. I think this is an excellent, quick and easy dinner, and it is definitely a way to, have a good evening with company. It's quick to put together for your family as well. And just as I'm talking about this to you, I'm inspired. This is an excellent way to elevate your leftover Sunday lunch. So listen, what is macaroni pie? Baked mac and cheese. So if you have a little stewed chicken and a little macaroni pie left over, Monday evening when you get home, put that in the microwave, pour yourself a glass of Chardonnay, and have a good time. My lovelies, let me know in the comments if you tried this pairing and what your experience was like, if you enjoyed it. Let me know if there are any wines you'd like me to have some pairings with to share with you. And of course, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe right here on YouTube. Check out my Instagram page, and I'm always doing some fun stuff on TikTok. Have a great day. My lovelies, it have a bacchanal about putting ice in wine. This is what I know so far. So if you put ice in red wine, it changes the taste, and we definitely don't want that. And typically, I usually see people putting it in white wine. However, it dilutes the wine and it changes the taste, just like it does with the red. Now, it's totally up to you, but unlike a cocktail that requires dilution, a wine doesn't. But what I can tell you is, if you freeze a handful of grapes and you find that your wine gets a little warm, just drop those frozen grapes in there and you're good to go. That was my sip tip for today. Cheers.